Welcome back as we continue with our reflection on where money hides. Number one, money hides in people. Number two, in problems. Number three, money hides in ideas. Let me tell you, many years back in my life, I read a book, and that book really changed my life completely. That's why one of my favorite quotes is this: only two things will change your life: the people you meet and the books you read. That book disrupted my life completely, and it never left me the same. And since then, I've never been the same again. The book was written by Dr. Robert Schuler, and the book is titled "Success is Never Ending and Failure is Never Final." That book is like my inspirational Bible. I refer to it every time, everywhere. I can't write, I can't speak without referring to Dr. Robert Schuler or to that book. Because one of the statements in the book that blew my mind off was this, when Dr. Schuler said, no one in this world has a money problem. He said, if you got a relative, you got a friend, you got a colleague, a partner that comes to you and says they got a money problem, he said, never believe in them. No one has money problem. He said, no one. I went on and said, what do you mean no one has money problem? People have money problems every day, every time. Schools are about to open. People have money problems. People will go borrow. People will sell goats and cows. Some will even sell pieces of land. People have serious money problems. You have marriages crumbling because of money. The guy can't provide, or the woman has gotten needs and she can't be helped by the family. I say, people have money problems. Businesses are going down because of money. People borrow, they can't buy, the bank comes and repossess. People have money problem. Out of 10 problems people have, let me tell you, if not 10, 9 problems are money related. But the book said categorically that no one has money problem. What do you mean, Dr. Robert Schuler, that no one has money problem? I got money problems. I read a book in my early 20s, very young, and the book simply says, no one has money problem. It's always an idea problem. And he said, the right idea will always attract money. He said, no one has money problem. It's always an idea problem. There is nowhere money hides more than in an idea. People say, oh, you got money in education. If you study hard, you get your certificate, you stand a chance to get a job, get promoted, make wealth. That's true. Education gives you access to money. But let me tell you, serious money, solid money, money that's sustainable, money that comes into strides and flows and snowball, they come from idea. Dr. Schuler said, no one has money problem. It's always an idea problem. And he said the right idea will always attract money. You see, it's very funny in this world. Sometimes you have people with great ideas, but they don't have money. You have people with money and no ideas. So the ideas attract money, and money look for ideas, and money hides within ideas. What is this idea that you've been entertaining since you were a child? It could be just a flash of thoughts. No wonder the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, wrote his first book titled Flashes of Thoughts. Flashes of thoughts. And in that book, he says, people claim that Dubai was built on oil or many other things. He said, no. Dubai wasn't built on oil. He said, Dubai was built on ideas, on trade. Being a strategic port, they came up with a lot of ideas on how to make Dubai the thing it is. Look for the book. It's titled Flashes of Thoughts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Flashes of Thought is about ideas. What are the flashes of thoughts that illuminate your mind day in, day out? And there are some flashes of thought that has been touching your mind since you were a child. Friends have come and gone. Studies have come and gone. But that flash of thought has never left your mind. What is that idea? You have no idea. You may have gone to school, accumulated a qualification, certification, and professional credentials, and but still struggling to make ends meet. I've seen people highly educated, but highly also hustling and frustrated in life, unhappy, bitter. But you've seen people who've never gone to school. They don't have all the credentials. They don't have all the abbreviations before their names. Living large, latitude, freedom, total expression. I say, if there is a place where money hides in ideas. You see, ideas are triggered by your imagination. When you start imagining things, you start getting ideas. What is imagination? Imagination is made of two English words, image and action. So imagination simply means image in action. So everything that exists today was once an image hidden somewhere in someone's mind. Even human beings, we were made by the image of God. So image in action. Now, I always tell people, do you know that every significant achievement you may have encountered in this world was simply an idea, was once a thought, a flash of thoughts. Every great thing that exists, skyscrapers, aircrafts, legendary machineries, anything that you see, even cars and anything that you see, fashion, designs, anything that you see that exists was once an idea, was once a thought, was once a spark, a flash within someone's imagination. And that imagination gave birth to ideas, and the rest is history. So recently I was in Southern Africa, particularly in Lusaka, and as I came from the airport going towards town, and I was amazed by the large malls I saw along the Great East. They have this big highway, like we have the express highway, the Entebbe Express, called Great East. But then I saw several malls. I was captivated by one particular mall. And the mall is called East Park. I think it's one of the most beautiful malls I've seen in Africa. I've been to so many countries, but you see a mall and you feel delighted. Then I went ahead to ask, whose mall is this? What's the story behind this mall? Now, because the mall is adjacent to University of Zambia, then I was told a story that the mall is a public-private partnership kind of a venture. So the land where the mall sits belongs to the University of Zambia. But the land was a swamp. It was a swamp full of bushes. You have all these snakes. You have frogs. You have rats. You have cockroaches. It was like a dumping site. When everybody saw a swamp with snakes and rats and frogs, a gentleman passed in there and saw something more than a swamp. He got an idea that, look, this being a public land, I could get into a conversation with the University of Zambia to put up a mall here. It's so strategic on the main airport way and next to the city center and connecting very high-end neighborhood and suburb. Strategically putting a mall here, you have a beautiful venture. He got an idea. And I believe he entertained that idea for long. As I said, every great achievement, every great venture was once just a flash of thoughts, was once just an idea. And I tell people, every great thing is built in 3 to 4 dimensions. First of all, it's built in someone's mind as an idea. The gentleman got an idea to putting up a mall because you see, a mall, you don't have a first floor, a second floor. The swamp, the land full of water cannot withstand the weight of a double-story building or of a skyscraper, but it can withstand the weight of a mall, which is a single-story building. He approached the university and sold the idea to them that, look here, we can get into partnership, public-private partnership. Meaning, give me the land, I will develop a structure, and I don't have the money, but I'll get that idea and that structure and that blueprint, I'll sell to someone. And that someone will put in the money. And then we'll build a great mall here. And this mall will attract business people and entities to come and be part of this great commercial hub. The rest is history. The next time you fly to Lusaka, check out East Park, one of the most beautiful parks you have in this continent. First of all, East Park was built in that gentleman's mind. And the second place where the mall was built, it was built on a piece of paper. So he took his idea from his mind, shared with an architect, and the architect developed a blueprint for a building. That the blueprint he approached University of Zambia with in request for a public-private partnership venture. And then as that was approved, he took it to a banker. And the banker saw a lot of sense in it. In fact, one of the leading banks in Southern and Eastern Africa financed that venture. I was told when it was being built, they had a huge billboard as a bank saying, this dream has been championed and sponsored and financed by this bank. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the third time East Park was built. I said the first time it was built in someone's mind, an idea. The second time it was built on a piece of paper, a blueprint. The third time it was built is when the bank put in money and the contractor moved in with brick and mortar, and we have the physical structure of East Park. But I believe it's being built the fourth time. The fourth time East Park is being built is because when other entrepreneurs come and visit Zambia, or even locals, they look at East Park and they hear the story behind, they get challenged, they get ideas to go and replicate the same in Dola, in Kitwe, in Victoria Falls, in Livingstone. So I say every great thing is built in 4 dimensions. First of all, as an idea. Secondly, as a blueprint on a piece of paper. Thirdly, as a physical structure. And fourthly, an inspiration to many more people to go ahead and do the same. We'll stop here tonight. We've talked about 3 places where money hides. Number 1, in people. Number 2, in problems. And number 3, in ideas. Remember, no one has money problem. It's always an idea problem. The right idea will find money to come and build the dream. As again Dr. Robert Schuler said, the poorest man on earth is a man without an idea. And the most frustrated man on earth is a man with an idea that never becomes a reality. Until next time, remain inspired before you expire. Good night.